Hello friends, Mav's back with another episode of Oxygen Not Included. And we've let the base run for a few cycles because we've been really trying to clean some stuff up here. We've had quite a number of different little things going on. And first off, I want to apologize for not putting any new videos out over the last couple of weeks. I was on vacation and then catching up with work and whatnot. So we're back to it hopefully. And one of the biggest things that we're running into right now is we're running into a lot of power production problems. And so what I just did is I just forced all the natural gas out of all my oil wells because we need some more power. And then I'm running into an issue as you come up here. All my natural gas goes in here, which is great, but when I don't have power, then I can't get it out of my infinite storage. So I was running into that issue. So hopefully we've jump-started this a little bit. The other problem I'm running into is I'm running out of petroleum. I don't have a consistent flow of petroleum through this pipe in order to keep all my petroleum boilers going. And as you can see, we stopped pumping petroleum. So yeah, there's no more petroleum coming out because nobody's running the oil refineries right now. So while I'm making mass amounts of crude oil, I'm not getting a lot of power out of it because I don't have anybody running these. So yeah, what I did do is I did fix my long commutes. Luckily enough, I got enough tubes running right now that I got some people moving, and we're able to take care of that. We have lots and lots of available water. We have lots. One thing I did do is, because this water's coming in almost 200 degrees Fahrenheit, I ran it through this area that I'd been making cold with all this cold polluted water. I just needed to dump some of this heat off. So I put some more radiant pipes in, and now it's coming out at, oh great, 181. Yay. But no, it's coming out at dumping almost 100 degrees when it makes it all the way around. One of the other problems I'm noticing is that I'm running this fresh water through all these filters for no real apparent reason. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get to the point where I run it through this temporary little cooling loop here, and then I take it up here and just stick it in up here somewhere. So there's no reason to run fresh water through all these filtration things. All it does is back up all my other filters. But that's a problem for future Mav. So let's see. Like I said, I got plenty of crude oil production. I got plenty of water. The issue mostly is just getting the power and the water to where I need it. I did break the my deep freeze mechanism here somehow. I don't know what I did. Luckily, it is cold enough that we are still sitting in everything's in deep freeze. We're at, what are we at temperature-wise right here? We're still at negative 68 Fahrenheit, so we are good that way. But this is something that needs to get fixed. And I need to check and see, are we out of steam in here? Yes, we are out of steam. So I do need to crack into this guy and fix this. But yeah, I guess let's do this right now. I should do it in such a way so that I don't ruin my vacuum. I think like that. Now let's go one more step. And then get rid of that guy. And bottle emptier. Oh, I am going to ruin the vacuum a little bit. Oh well. Oh well. So what I'll do is I'll fix this mini pump. Once that mini pump is fixed, it'll fix my vacuum for me. And, oh, no, but I just destroyed all the hardware that goes with it. Come on, Mav. We'll go up here, like that. There we go. That'll fix it. Now, plumbing bottle emptier. Put that in right there. And we'll spit a little water in there. Because that way, if it ends up getting mixed in here, it'll just become steam in the future. I'm still not certain as to why the thermal regulator's broke. So we'll see what we can figure out. I'm not taking any more dupes for quite some time right now. Food's pretty stable. Bathrooms are pretty stable. Everything's pretty stable except for power. And what I really would like to do is I wanted to build a volcano petroleum boiler, but guess what? I don't know volcanoes. I could probably use an aluminum volcano. I need to look at the math on that. That probably would work. I just haven't done it yet. Liquid, and let's find agua. There we go, water. And let's go up here to sweep only. And then somewhere on the map, I gotta have some water. Oh, there's some. We can mop that up right there. I gotta have some more water somewhere, huh? I think last time I dumped in salt water, and it left me a pile of salt, which wasn't super cool. There we go. There's a whole bunch of water there. So yeah, we'll get this fixed and see what we can do here. What else we got going on? We got plenty of hatches. As a matter of fact, the hatches, whatever it is they're eating here, keeps turning into rot. I don't even remember what's going on up here. Oh yeah, I give them bristleberry for the sage hatches. So yeah, we got plenty going on. I did reroute the polluted water that's coming out of my on my power production. Instead of just dumping it on the ground, we are running it all the way down here, and half of it's going into the muck pit, and the other half ends up going up through filtration to be used for either goes into the base, or goes into fertilizer, or we need to get this going again. Why is this not going? Why do we not have any cold water going up here? We get no water coming in here, which means we have no water. Oh, we do have some water. We're pulling water out of infinite storage for food. Okay, what happened here? The salt water is jammed up. Let's fix this. Let's start pulling some salt water out of that system. We'll start pulling half of it out. It's going to get cleaned and put into infinite storage, which is fine. Why do we not have? Why is it not moving yet? Let's see. And the save lag is getting really bad. Really, really, really bad. If I had just oodles and oodles of petroleum that I had tons to spare, I could start walling off the entire basin in plastic, and that would push all the air around and make life easier that way. Okay, it's not moving the way I want it to, so let's shut that off. So we're just going to send 100% of it to oh, there's no power in there, that's why. So we're only sending enough right now to feed the plants. And why is this guy stopped? This guy filters polluted water. We got no power. That's why you're stopped. You know what I could do? Let's just save you from having to work right now. And then that way, all of it's going to come from this direction. Yeah. So anytime we get salt water, it's just going to go that way. And we need to get power. Once again, power is the problem here. Okay. So half of it's going into fertilizer, half of it's going into filtration. And then once we get up here, half of it goes into the base, which we have not had a problem with lately. We could hook this guy back up, I think. Well, apparently they needed water for something. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The oxyferns needed water. There we go. Oxyferns are now doing their thing. Very good. And then we got some better water going up here. My biggest worry about jamming a bunch of water in here is that you break the pipe. That's always my biggest fear, because it's happened enough times and we have enough steam in there and it's just gross. It's just gross. Because the oil coming out of there is hotter than a steel pump can deal with. And how's our big giant temperature exchanger working? Oh, look, it's starting to turn orange again already. Apparently we must have been not pumping very much polluted water out of here. Oh yeah, this thing's been dormant for quite some time. Yeah. So, no worries there. So we'll heat this brick up. We'll get a nice hot brick here for this thing to try to cool off later. And yeah, how's our dirt doing? Is our dirt doing all right? That's nice and cold. But that dirt is, how hot is the dirt? Oh, Mr. Mouse, it looks pretty hot. Yeah, 158. So that's way too hot for putting on the sleet wheat. How hot is that pile of dirt? Yeah, 77 degrees. It's too hot. It's really too hot. Because even though we've got it down to almost 0 up here, it's still too hot for the poor plants. I mean, this guy's 88 degrees. Yeah, his max temperature is 41. Yeah, that's great right there. How are we doing on the water? Yeah, because we're also pumping in 100-degree water. We're ripping tons of heat out of this guy to keep the lettuce growing, and we're basically destroying our sleet wheat farm by doing it. That's a total another project to deal with. And we also put together ourselves another infinite storage right here, because we had the accidental production of sour gas. So we're just gonna hide all that. Where's our? We put another filter down here at some point to pull sour gas off. And honestly, I haven't seen it back up anywhere. I know there's sour gas in this garbage pipe coming up here, because I've seen it. Are we just not running that much up here? Maybe. Oh, come on. I know there's sour gas in here because I've pumped a bunch of it up there. I don't know where it's going. Oh, looks like my polluted oxygen vent isn't quite getting all the air cleaned. Okay, save. Come on. Alright. Apparently we've got no... Yeah, see, we got sour gas right here. We should be dumping the carbon dioxide right back into this room. There's no reason to send the carbon dioxide back up. We've only got 19 kilograms in there. And so we've got sour gas right here. Because we're cleaning this. We're eventually going to get this cleaned out. So that's what's stalling it, is we're running out of power on a pretty consistent basis. No kidding. Yeah, because we got hydrogen, we got... Sorry, unfortunately, this hydrogen, I don't have a correct filter on that big mess of manifold air sorter thing I got going on up there. So all of this hydrogen just gets dumped out into the base proper, and then we end up filtering it again. No, we don't want to do that one. Okay, so this is actually something that's kind of annoying me, is why are we not seeing where the sour gas is going? Because it should come up here, come through here, come through all of these, and then pump down here, up and around, and it should be stuck right there, in there. But it says it's, that gas bridge is empty. Because I haven't connected it right here yet. Speaking of connections, I've not cleaned this out yet. And we need power for that. Power, I said power. Do that. Okay. And I went back to the simple version instead of using automation. That was just bonkers. That was Mav being silly. So, let's see. Have we got our... These guys are turned off. Oh, I got these turned off. These are my hydrogen ones. 739 kilograms of hydrogen. You are getting turned on right there, because that right there means power, and power means we can hopefully get out of this unbalanced garbage we're in right now, where we are just stuck. So hopefully this will be a nice kick in the pants to get the other systems running, because we're almost out of petroleum again, because that guy is just not coming around. Okay, now good thing we're looking at this, because we're just now running out of, so we're just starting to run out of salt water. Like right this second we're running out of salt water. So let's just take this and stick it in there. Okay, we get this finished? No, we have not gotten that finished. And that way we can keep our plants growing, because it looks like there's not much salt water coming through right at the moment. Okay, how are we doing over here? Let's see, mop that guy up. That guy hasn't gotten mopped up. Come on. You guys. Because I'd really like to get this fixed. But you guys aren't mopping. Okay, I was going to look down here again. Yeah, not a lot of salt water's coming through there. I really want to get this moving. I need this log jam undone. So if we can get some movement here. But power's the problem. See, we lost power again, so we're not doing anything. Super annoying. Because it looks like we've got mostly polluted water and salt water coming up here. Oh, and by the way, it looks like I got all the crude oil out of over. Oh no, we got a tiny little bit of petroleum right there. Anyway, my point is that we've got everything out of here that we don't want anymore. And so I don't need to run this pipe through this crude oil filter anymore. I can run this pipe around into this main garbage line going north. But I don't want to interrupt this. I really want to get this out of here first. This needs to go away. And this has got water and salt water in here. And this pipe is blocked. It's enabled. I also did, I rerouted, here, we're going to shut this off here, disable. The reason why I put this in, changing subjects, is I need to keep the crude oil flowing across this manifold right here to keep the hydrogen cool. So I put this guy in here when this backs up so that I can keep it flowing. But what we've got here is I changed this so underneath the slicksters always pumps up into the filter because we've got salt water and water in here. And I don't want to take this stuff here and these two oil wells that have already been filtered and we've got a clean pipe of crude oil. I didn't want to send it back through the filters and make this weird loop. So I redid the piping and now I run this way. And good, this guy has kept pumping. We've got quite a reservoir over here. And I also redid this so that this is all in a straight line. Because before it was that weird, I had this weird manifold over here and that wasn't exactly working the way I wanted it to. So, yeah, this should, and this should certainly be kicking through here. Why is it not? Oh, because there's no power. Figures. And this guy is getting close to sending some hydrogen. I really need to stop playing with it to sending stuff back and forth. This needs to be, if it's above 2000. Oh, and it's not working right because it's underwater. So once this thing gets itself underwater, which I guess it's good that this has been kind of slow right here because this one's been able to pump more out. But this is always going to be 50% of the consumption over here. And then this one's always going to be 25. And this is always going to be 12 and a half, I think. Well, not always, but let's see. Let's see, where are we at here? I guess we're getting slugs. Let's see. Over here. Did we get any of this stuff? Yes. Oh, you picked it up and took it somewhere else? Come on. I really need you guys to just dump that in here so I can get working on that. Sounds like I might not get it done today. And we're almost done up here. Let's fire this guy up for just a second. Oh, we're not in gas. We're done. We're done. Okay. There's that. And then let's get rid of this. because we don't need that anymore. And then we're finished with our sour gas infinite storage, which someday, if we get a sour gas boiler going, which that's pretty far down on my list of priorities at the moment, then we will we'll have sour gas already stored up. We can start dumping in there. Because what we got to do is we got to cool it into solid methane, and then when that off gases, it off gases into natural gas. So, yeah, yay. What else are we doing here? Do we have any other? I don't think I have any other geysers on the map. I've just about gotten the map cleared out, and I think I have no more geysers or volcanoes or any of that stuff. I've kind of put that whole thing on hold because I really just need to get through all these other issues I have. I also thought about, because this is where I think I'm going to put my, I'm going to build a geothermal power plant down here. I've been looking at some plans on those, and I've been thinking about just walling this off and vacuuming out this side of things to do that, but I haven't gotten that far yet. That would make life a lot simpler, wouldn't it? But once again, I'm stuck in this whole problem of no power. So here, when this guy backs up and this stuff starts climbing, I mean, I've got some room in the heat capacity of the crude oil, but I have broken these pipes a couple of times, and then you got to dig in and fix everything, and it's really, really a headache. So Mav doesn't like it. Mav wants a better system, but Mav hasn't figured it out yet because Mav's been busy and Mav was on vacation, and yeah. So come on, save lag. Come on, here we go. And look, we are plummeting in food. What is going on? We're suddenly down to 60,000 calories. What happened? Oh, you know what? Because the power keeps going out, we're not growing the bristle blossoms. And yeah, I bet that's a lot of it. How are we doing on the temperature of this stuff? Ooh, that's up to -22. -49. Well, we're right at the point where we're going to come out of deep freeze. We're going to come out of deep freeze pretty quick. And we only have muckroot in there. Where is all the rest of my food at? Did it go in here? What is it? What happened to my food? We have too much food in here, to be honest. This should not have this much food. 20 kilograms. This should have like 10 kilograms. If I do this, it's going to dump all the food on the ground, I think. Well, I guess maybe we have less than 10 kilograms of food in there. Where is the food? I was confused. Because, frankly, we don't need to put muckroot in there. It's just happening. Huh. I don't know what. Because now we're growing very well. Lettuce is popping. Why is the food not going in here? I don't know. Maybe they're just eating food coming straight off the grill? Wonder if that's what's going on. Huh. I would not know. Delivered oh, because we've got the raw ingredients are coming in here, which is where they're supposed to go. Yeah, the raw ingredients are coming in here. Why do we have so much allergy medication? Holy moly. wonder why he's eating spindly grapefruit instead of what's in here. Yeah, it'd be really cool if they'd eat this stuff that's like stale and close to popping. But instead they eat the stuff out of here. I don't know. Maybe because this is closer to the Great Hall. I don't know. Really wish you guys would eat the old food first. Whole bunch of questions. But Mav's running out of time this time. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Have a good one.